Hello, Keith here with Math Fun and Games. Today we're playing PanzerBlitz. We're doing Situation 6, the Dneiper River. German mobile defense of position. Action west of Dneiper River during German retreat from Dneiper Bend. 28-11-43. Even during momentary, quote, quiet, unquote, spells, the Russians would launch minor probes, which were usually met by an elastic German, quote, mobile defense, end quote. Germans are going to start on the middle board, board 2, which is the Mesa board. And the Russians are going to enter on board 1 from the east. The Russians have to traverse all the way to board 3. The boards are set lengthwise. And the Germans have to destroy more greater proportion of forces than the Russians destroy the Germans. So the Russians have to get 10 units on board 3 for a marginal, 20 units for a tactical victory, and 30 units for a decisive victory. The Germans have to destroy at least as many units to get Russian units as the Russian destroy the German to get a marginal victory. They have to destroy twice as many, but not 3 times as many to get a tactical, and to decisive, they have to destroy 3 times as many units. And the German player moves first. And it's already set up. And the German player moves first. Excellent. So I'll briefly go over the setup over here. So the Russian units are way back here, and they're going to come along that main road there. And they're all lined up on the road. I have the armor units out first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexes of armor units. Then I have the half track with the recon units. And then back here I have the trucks with regular infantry. And back here I have the howitzers and anti-armor weapons. And last but not least, because this guy only has a speed of 7, there's the Su-153s, the big heavy-hitting howitzers right there. For the Germans, I set this up expecting the Russians to move first, but I'm going to make some change. Well, the Germans are going to move first, and I know what they're going to do. Okay, so here's the German setup, and I'm going to start. So the Germans are going to move first. I want him to move 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I like this ridge because it has woods. I move this unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if the Russians come into this area right here, it's a great big kill zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this unit is going to go right here. And that's going to be, now do the Germans to have any more moves with the Germans. I'm going to move this unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to load in this town over here. Okay. How about that other half track? And the main reason is I want to prevent the Russians from just heading down into this area right here. Shoot. I can unload more infantry over there and discourage them from coming through in that direction. But no, I don't want to. I'm going to keep that set over there. And I'm going to keep this set over here. Now the plan, I think, is to leapfrog. As long as the Germans have to destroy Russian units and not get destroyed themselves. So I'm going to have these units set up. Then they're going to leapfrog maybe to the Mesa, while these units, they're all this artillery, they're on the hill, they're going to fire and then we're going to keep going, hopefully. Okay. Here I have this half track right here. We'll move it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right there. And I think that's it. Now for the Russian phase. Interesting. So that changes things a little bit. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop right there, otherwise it's suicide to move any further. And the tank columns are going to move up. Here. 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 Now the question is, how do I, let's see. Now the half tracks, I have to get infantry unit. So those are my recon units right there. I have to get them in position to spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're able to spot. Here comes the trucks. I don't want to send these guys forward because into a kill zone, so they're just going to be on the road. I actually want to send this guy forward now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep moving these forward right there. There. Okay, I think that's going to be it. So things are getting interesting. That's it after turn 1. Let me zoom in. So it's going to be the Germans' turn. What do the Germans do? Well, the thing is, the Russians, it's on the Russians to move forward. So the pressure is on the Russians. What I should have done, I should have moved an infantry unit into hex E4. I should have had a half track ready, and I should move a half track right there. Because then the units that are on the hill over here would have had spotting if I had put half track right there. But I didn't, so I don't have any targets right now. So can I get a half track there? If so, how quickly? Okay. What's the quickest way there? 1/2, 1.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8.5, 9.5. It just misses. Oh, I need a unit right there in the woods. So if I put it there, it can be overrun. I don't want these units to be overrun. I don't want to lose any units. Oh, but he can't reach. He's just out of reach. But wait. Oh, this half track right here. It's a little bit more forward. Let's see if I can move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8. Another idea. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, I can move there. Okay. So I'm gonna move half track here with the infantry. So I have spotting. And that forces the Russians. Well, the Russians have, thing is, the Russians have to move forward anyways, because it's up to the Russians. They have to get to board 3, so the Russians just can't dally. And I can't do a close assault. I don't have enough firepower there. So I want to have units in good position to spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's it right there. So the trap is set for the Russians. And that's going to be the Russian turn too. So what do you do if you're the Russians? Oh. Because you have things with the Russians, you can't stop. You have to keep moving forward. So can I... So they're spotted. And they're 12. So if I have 2 tank units fire at them, I can take them out. Let's take a look at the terrain effect modifier. Armor against infantry. Weaponness. Armor against infantry. Half firepower. So at the very least, I want these dispersed. So these 2 vehicles are going to attack. These only have firepower. They'll be 1 to 1. I'm going to have these units right here fire against them. And it's going to be 2 to 1. So they have 12. This stack is going to be half 12, 14. So it's going to be 2 to 1 plus 1, hoping for a dispersal. And I do not get the dispersal. Oof, that hurts now. Because now, that really, really hurts. Because now these units are going to be available to spot for all this German armor in the hill. Those move dispersed. That's fine. Okay, now things get kind of interesting. Well, I want these recon units moving up. This one has recon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Can't make it over that hill. For a change, the Germans are in a good spot here. Normally, in the first couple of games, they were really in a weak spot. These tanks have to roll forward. I've got to keep moving forward. I don't want to waste too long a time. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good PanzerBlitz position. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hiding in the woods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am getting some Russian units through. One, 2, 3, 4. I can only mount 3. Be worried about them right there. No. Yeah. If I go in the gully, we'll see that because that's the end of the river. That's not a gully hex. So 4, 4. Just because of that, I'm worried about that anti-tank gun right here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll follow one right behind there. This is really a challenging scenario. I need more help because that recon unit over there need more help. No, I'm moving it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5. 7, 8, and stop. And I gotta move the trucks up into the woods over here. I don't want to put the trucks at risk right now. So I'm just gonna move them, see if I can move them as a group. There we go. And then park them safely in the woods. How about these two? 1, 2, 3, 4. And just park them there. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So I believe that's going to be the end of the Russian turn. So the Russians are advancing. They're being slowed down a little bit because the Germans have a trap set form right here. So they have to stay within the bushes, within the trees. However, the Germans are going to have some targets because the Russians are moving forward. This was a key. This right, let me just circle it. That was a key situation right there because they rolled a 6 there. And now that rifle unit and the half track can spot. And the Russians have the Germans have all these units. 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy hitting armor units on that hill that can fire at that hex, at that unit of the woods hex right there. So I mean, I probably would have been more careful of advancing these if I didn't already have a spotting unit right there. Giving them more targets isn't really going to make a big deal. All right, so that's it for the Russian turn 2, actually. Now we're going to go on to the German turn 3. All right, so these have to be removed. German fire phase, yes. Right here. Pick a target, any target. But they only have one. Thing is, they only have 1-to-1. So, but no, that's a half range. 1, 2, 3. So that's at half range. So it's going to be a 28-to-9. How do I want to separate these? How about if I do these two in just one big attack? So how about if I get 30 at half range, 16, 14, yep. 30 at half range, 60. So that's 60 firepower. And 32. So it's 94 to 20. So that's 4-to-1 odds easily. So it's 4-to-1 plus 1 And that's just these units right here. I still have that unit to fire. And that's a 4. So these 2 units become Rex. And I gotta clone them too. Let's clone. Clone and put these back. And then turn these into Rex. Boom. Okay. And then these units over here are fired. Very effectively fired. Okay, so now him. He's also at half range. And he's going to just try to pick off one of these. So it's going to be 28 to 9. It's going to be 3 to 1 with no modifier. 6, 3 to, man, bad rolling. Bad rolling. 3 to 1 and you rolled a 6. Yep, no effect. Well, the Russians got lucky there. Fire. Who else can fire here? Oh, I have a whole bunch of armor here. I mean, yeah, I have these guys. I'm gonna get the hell out of there. Yeah, they're just gonna keep moving back and retreat. I don't think I have any other shots for the this howitzer right here. I might have a shot actually. Let's take a look. Right there. Yeah, they have a shot right there. It's not much of a shot. It's going to be 7 to 9. Oh no, they're in a gully. It can't be fired at. Okay, do I have line of sight right here? Nope. Plateau effect. So I believe that's it for the German fire phase. Now for the German movement phase. Pause it for a second. Okay, so stacking limits only apply, do not only apply before or after moves. They do not apply during a move. So these 2 right here would not block that road. However, they would negate the road movement rate for that turn. So the cost to move on that road would be just 1. Now, what else did I look up? So we're in the German movement phase now. All right, so that's it for the German fire phase. Now the German movement phase. Do I have anybody I want to move, or do I have everybody in position where I want them? Oh, I want to start loading up right here. I want to load them for the skedaddle. Oops, I want to load them. I want to move these 2 right there. Let's see. Can I load them if they spot? Let me check. Okay, I picked up on another error I was making. So if you're firing at a unit on a slope or a hilltop, your firing attack strength is halved unless you're directly adjacent to that unit on a slope or hilltop. And you can fire at units in gullies as long as they're spotted. Nope, they don't even need to be spotted. So units in gullies and stream banks can be fired on but by units on slope or hilltops. So that's clarification right there. So we were in the German turn, now we're going into the Russian turn. The Russian fire phase. We remove these firing markers. So well, they eliminated 2 Russian units, so I guess that's a good thing. Move all any more fire. So again, the only units the Russians can fire at are these units right here. And I really want to disperse them because these units right here are going to keep firing on anything that goes through there. So hopefully I do a little bit better this time. So let's go 7, 7, 14 to 11 plus 1, 2. Good. 3. Good. Dispersal. All right. So, yep. So they are dispersed. So I don't have them spotting anymore. Dispersed. And the unit fired. No, 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 I want to flip it. I want to disperse it. Okay, there we go. That's better now. Now I can move forward. So what am I going to do? What am I going to move? What am I going to do? All right. So things are looking a little bit better for the Russians now. I don't want to take too many losses. 1. At least that's a kill zone right there. Can I go around it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I could try to go around it. It's going to slow me down significantly, though. That's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll still have to get around there. Unless I do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shoot. I'm going to move him right here. There's no place I can run to over here. Is there? Oh, here we go. 1, oops. 1.5, 2.5, 3, 4, 5. Good. There's some places I can hide. I could move to that hex, but I'd be fired upon by them, and that would be a pretty good attack. So I'm not going to do it. Be prudent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay, so I think there's blocking terrain right there. All right, where else can the Russians move? So this half track. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and unload. These guys right here. You know what? 1. Let him stay there. Okay, let's see what else we got back here going on. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, that's suicide. That is suicide, but I have to get these trucks. Oh, I got this guy, this bad boy coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna need this unit. 5, 6, 7. Because I gotta break that. I gotta take care of that, all those armored units on that hill in the woods over there. And I'm gonna do it with a combination of this half track and that vehicle, those self-propelled guns. Okay, throw some infantry up there. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 8. I go right there. Yeah, they'd be safe there. I'm sending them right there. So I gotta get sighting on those units right there. Okay, I think that's it for the Russian phase. How did they get dispersed? Okay, well, oh, they fired. Okay, that should be fired. Let's remove dispersal. There we go. Because they were fired on the Germans right there and they dispersed them. Okay, so I think that's it. Very interesting situation over here as the Russians try to get past the German blocking position. And we're already going to be on turn 4. So the Russians don't have an infinite amount of time to get through all these German units and get to the final board 3. They got to get them moving. Yeah. All right, that's it. Well, thank you very much. I think this was very interesting. And we will see you for turn 4, probably 5 or 6. Thank you.